day today. Arrowverse here. Can you do me a favor? Hit that like and subscribe. While you're at it, go ahead and push that bell for notifications so you can get the scoop of my newest upcoming videos. Wow, The Flash Season 8 Part 2. This was a pretty interesting episode. Alright, it's going to be a recap video. You guys ready? Alright, let's dive right into this, shall we? I'm looking forward to it, especially Part 3. Alright. So we left off on the first part where he said that I'll give you 7 days, Barry. Now we're in part 2. He body slams Barry to the ground. I'm like, what's going on? Why are you attacking Barry? Barry said the exact same thing, like, you say you're going to give me 7 days. It's got, the fish dude says that I can sense inside you. I can sense your soul, Barry Allen. It's nothing but evil, hatred, darkness. Somewhere along the lines he says that to Barry. And he also says to Barry, well, with this test, I did say I was going to give you 7 days, but I believe you're going to mess up in 24 hours. So, I'll be keeping an eye on you, like, real closely. So he's going to be watching Barry for 24 hours. And all Barry needs to do is prove him wrong for 24 hours, because he thinks Barry's mind will be messed up, and if Barry accidentally or even tries to attack anyone, like once, he's done for. So they're talking to Alex, and Alex is saying that this character, Gasper, this alien, well, technically, he's strong as a Kryptonian, but he has God's powers. Kryptonians, Superman, Supergirl, he has that kind of strength and full-on ability. So Barry is trying to come up with a plan, like, how can I beat someone and I have to maintain staying focused? It's kind of like he has to be in a Gandhi situation. So CCPD calls him and he's about to go to a crime scene. You won't believe what happens at this crime scene. Alright, so he's at a bank and a police officer pulls him to his side, says some guy went crazy, like inside his head mentally, and he started shooting at everyone. He ended up passing out. So once he passed out, Barry was stopped by Christian Kramer. She says, give me your badge, Barry. It's orders from the mayor. People are looking into a case that you've been involved in, and well, let's just say that you're a suspect in the case. Like, Barry's shocked and overwhelmed, like, seriously, like, what case? He sees Gasper right across the street, and Barry, I know he's, like, really pissed off right now. He's like, I know it's his fault, what he's doing. I had to give up my CCPD badge, because he probably pulled something. The thing is, what happened is that I believe it was about 3 years ago, Sunshine, when she breached CCPD, they think Barry was an accomplice to her, and Barry says, you know what, that's crazy, that's idiotic, I don't know what's going on, who even told you this? Kristen Kramer, she's actually pretty nice in Season 8, she's not like a total B like she was in Season 7. She's like, I know this is frustrating, Barry, but give me your badge. I promise you I will get down to the source. I will find out what exactly is happening, what exactly is wrong. Respect to Kristen Kramer. She's finally a good person right now. I like it. There's something big coming up. What happened to Joe? Yes. Unbelievable. So he goes to Cecile, and Cecile's like, okay, we're going to go to the courthouse, and I'm going to rain hell on. And she stops because she senses something in the room. It's like an apparition, a ghost, but nope, guess who it is? It's Gasper. The fish dude, he's just chilling in her room, just sitting down in a chair, looking out the window, and he says, hello, Barry. And Barry, I know he's mad, he really wants to hurt him, but he's at kind of like an astral projection. He's in one place, and he's just looking at every single thing Barry's doing from a far distance. Barry goes to the hospital to see this patient, why he was in mental distress, his abilities, and why he passed out. We're not going to get any information out of this victim because, let's say he's restrained and he's still mentally confused, exhausted, I suppose. I have no words for him. Barry gets a phone call from Keiynan back at Star Labs saying that you really need to come here. It's a contamination crew. Contamination crew believes that Star Labs is a danger to the city. Radioactive, that's what they say. I'm radioactive. Alright, anyways. So Barry rushes all the way to, well, let's just say that these contamination people say that, yeah, this radiation is a huge, large threat. You haven't checked in with your systems within, I believe he said 3 to 5 years. I'm like, wow. Then finally Chester pulls up the schematics and says that yes, there's radiation that's going on inside this electric panel. So he opens it, boosh! Let's just say that I believe Chester says there's 20 to 30 rats in there. So yeah, the radiation ability, they need to evacuate no matter what, for their health. But this dude, this contamination guy, says that, yeah, what I'm going to do is, you guys have 5 minutes. I'm going to barricade every single cranny, window, office there is here. And Barry says, you guys need to go and get my Team Flash stuff. Get all evidence out of here. So Barry heads into the time vault, and he has a smart plan what he does. He wants to hide every single thing, every single office, every single room inside Star Labs that they won't get sus of. So that's what Barry does. It's like camouflaging a lot of places that they shouldn't go. Which I believe that was a good thing. Like, they should have been left Star Labs and like had their own like little bunker. I mean, Oliver did. Granted, Oliver's first hideout was raided by the police, but his second one wasn't. So I'm pretty sure that they need a bunker or something, kind of like Green Arrow's bunker. Like, that's what I'm saying. Team Arrow, they had everything planned out. Now, Gideon said that the only true way to have no one know your identity is erase all remembrance of me, myself, and all the information I have. So Gideon self-destructs, and let's just say that we won't be seeing Gideon anytime soon. AI Gideon. We will be seeing her in DC Legends of Tomorrow, though. Don't worry about that. Oh, it's coming out tomorrow. Can't wait to see that episode. Anyways, they're chilling at Barry's penthouse, and Barry goes to Iris, and he's telling Iris, you need to spread the news. Say what's happening to Star Labs right now. I want the word out. So that's what Iris is doing. But then they finally find a Meta who controlled a victim that's in the hospital now. She's a telepathic. She could control people's minds before they even, I guess you could say, make an action. So Barry runs, charges at her. He hits straight into his penthouse and falls down. Chester, Allegra, and Keiynan, they're alarmed. Keiynan was really about to shoot him. She was like, what the hell are you doing? You better stay down now. He said, check my vitals, see what's wrong with me. They believe that it's the Meta's fault. So they're saying that, okay, it's probably the Meta that messed with your mind. But you basically blacked out. You're running around, you threw a lightning bolt at Chester trying to kill Chester. Something's wrong with you. So Barry runs out, tries to find his Meta again, but ends up finding the fish dude Despero. I know. We finally get to hear Despero's story. So he was once living on a planet. They had a coup d'etat, meaning they had a war that was planned. He was part of a war, and let's just say that he was winning, but he let the leader of the other side, he spared their life, which was a mistake because the leader on the other side, he destroyed his world, destroyed all his friends, families, I suppose, and he was excommunicated to Earth. But in 2031, he sees that the Flash is destroying Central City and the world, actually. Yeah, the Earth. And that's why he traveled back to the past in order to kill Barry. Because he does not want Barry to cause Armageddon. I'm like, okay, this is some real serious stuff. So they're inside Chester's garage in the communications lab. They finally find out where exactly the Meta is that actually control Barry's mind, and that whammied him big time. I mean, that was full on. I don't think it was her that whammied him though. Okay, so the police are wandering around like the Walking Dead, actually, like seriously, because she blocked everyone. Her mental powers are really strong, I gotta admit that. Ooh, nice watch. Alright, anyways, she's stealing some museum property, and Barry comes along. She's tossing Barry up in the air. She has telekinesis powers. She's bending him like a spoon. And Barry, he releases a lot of lightning and energy out of his own body without even moving. And he releases it like a shock. It's kind of like a taser what he does. It just shocks everywhere. And it hits her finally. And then he ends up cuffing her, which is good. She needs to be cuffed because she was getting actually really annoying. Superhero pose. That's superhero pose right there. After you jump off of like a cliff or a building, that's superhero pose. Kind of like Spider-Man, Captain America and stuff. Alright, other than that. Alright. Barry mentions that, yeah, we should have Joe fire up the grill. They're like, Barry, that's not funny. Barry's like, what's not funny? They said Joe's dead. And he's like, what do you mean? Joe's alive. What are you talking about? Joe's dead. They said, yes, you gave the eulogy of Joe being dead. Barry rushes to Iris, Joe's house. He's looking everywhere for him, and he's saying, Iris, where's Joe? Where's Joe? Everyone's saying that Joe's dead. And Iris is saying, you're scaring me, Barry. Joe's been dead for 6 months. Like, what happened to him? Like, they won't even explain or even fathom enough to Barry, saying that the reason why he died was because of this. They didn't even explain why. I guess we have to figure that out in part 3 or make a theory video out of it. Meanwhile, Barry's on TV and it shows that he's attacking the citizens. And, well, let's just say that, yeah, Despero, he is watching this as we speak. He's inside the room. He's watching their whole conversation talk. He's about to release his third eye and fire right at Barry. Barry's saying that, I don't know what happened, like, am I blacking out? This is weird. Despero Rice, he says, I told you this will happen, Barry. I told you. So he zaps Barry, and then Chester and Keiynan arrive with a radiation gun, and they end up shooting him because they shot Cecile. Well, he did. He shot Cecile, and in retaliation, they shot him back, and Barry ran his ass off. I'm like, wow, in the belts. So he had to disappear Barry right at this moment. And then right after Barry disappeared, I guess Despero actually disappeared too. Maybe he's trying to find Barry right now, or maybe he's hiding out. Barry went to the Justice Hall. If you don't know what the Justice Hall is, this is where Oliver first gather up every single member. You see that right there? Yeah, that's Oliver's Green Arrow outfit. I believe that was his last one in season 8. There's the chairs and all, everything. I believe Oliver built this Justice Hall like right before his death, actually. And then we see Black Lightning. He's back! I can't believe Black Lightning is back. It's so awesome. He's out of retirement. So Barry, I don't know what he's going to do next. He's going to gather a lot of people so that I guess he can take on Despero, take him out. Other than that, it's going to be one hell of a part 3, part 4, part 5 episodes. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys are new, subscribe to the channel as always. And yes, I'll see you all in the next video, of course.